go get a play. Now there's only 10 seconds on the clock. 3 wide receivers this time, 2 to the right. Here's a snap. He rolls out to the right, throws short to Mumpower. He catches it and runs up past the 20, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage and gets a couple more after that. It'll bring up 3rd down and around 8. The line to gain is the 31 for Battle, and the clock's ticking down to 3:22. So you're really running out of time, and you've got to be thinking about ways to get the plays in other than having to come into the sideline when you're trailing by 2 TDs under 3 minutes to go. Here's a snap, rolls to the left. Scarborough looking deep. He hits a good catch there.
Is that Mumpower again?
Yeah, as Atkins was all over Mumpower. He was running a little sideline route, an out route, straight at the sticks. He's right at the 1st down marker. They're going to call it a 1st down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. 1st down, Trojans. 3 minutes to go.
2 consistent 8-yard passes there for that 1st down.
Right there, Atkins was draped all over Mumpower, but couldn't break up the pass.
There's not much you can do about that. Barlow back in the backfield there.
Here's a snap. This one low throw intended for Jones. Off to the left, incomplete. Or to the right, that is. Some of the Battle fans starting to make their way to the exits this afternoon.
Might as well beat the traffic.
Well, it's trailing by 14. I don't know if you can count them out yet. 2 minutes to go. A big lob pass. You never know. Onside kick. I've seen crazier things. It's been a game where we've seen a little bit of everything, so why not a little more? You never know. Battle lines up in the shotgun at the 31-yard line, their own 31.
Still missing that safety tonight, by the way.
2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. The throw out to the left, complete. Gain of 5, and he's plugged there.
Statty there again on that catch.
Yeah, Statty with the catch. That was Bizzell there to clean things up at the end of that catch. Just a little curl route. Doesn't get a whole lot. Only got 4 yards, and the clock's still rolling. 3rd down and 6. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. No huddle for Battle as Scarborough's an empty back set. Here's the snap. He rolls to the right, buying time. Flag on the field. He throws behind his intended receiver. That was Mumpower, incomplete.
So now do you take the holding call there, or you decline it and get the ball back, or let them make the play? What do you want to do? What do you think,
you got 3rd down. You decline. You have 4th down.
He's declining. Coach Chris is declining there.
You force a 4th down and 6.
I think I would probably take the yards there.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever the game's getting down here like this, I don't know why you don't take the yards. But really, maybe at this point, the down's more important than the yard. You're saying, okay, let's hold them shorter than 6 yards or get an incompletion here and let's end this thing.
Yeah, barring anything crazy, you could run out the clock at this point if you're Virginia High with the stop right here.
2:07 and counting as we tick down. 28-14, Virginia High leading, now hitting the 2-minute mark. 4th down and 6. If Battle wants to keep playing offense, they're going to have to go here. If not, it's over. Here's a snap. Scarborough drops back, looking. Here's the pass deep over the middle. Almost intercepted, broken up there by Bizzell. And the Bearcats will take over on a turnover on downs.
In the secondary tonight.
Bizzell has been everywhere. I believe I would throw away from him after the 3rd quarter. They should have learned that. But it'll be a turnover on downs, and now the green and white train will continue to pour out of the stadium as everybody moving on, heading back, getting ready for all the college football tomorrow night. We'll have a little preview coming up during the post-game show. Get to hear Mark's biases come out. You can't see his orange polo on the radio. Bearcats are going to line up with their offense on the field at the 35-yard line of the Trojans. Here's a snap. Right up the middle is Howard, and he's got loose inside the 10, down inside the 7 to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Virginia High. Don't know what you do here. 1:37 to go. You don't really want to score, do you?
At this point, I think you just run the clock.
At what point what does Chris do here? It's getting kind of prickly now. 1st down and goal from the 6, 1:30 to go. You don't really want to seem like you're running up the score, but at the same time.
I mean, if it happens, you can't help it.
If you're running the ball and they can't stop you, you can't help it.
Also, a little other note for the Virginia High fans out there. Dave McDowell's been really quiet.
Inside, Takes it outside, inside the pylon for a touchdown. That is Michael Howard's first touchdown run of the night, his first of the season. And it's 34-14 Virginia High. 2-play drive. Howard with 2 runs for 34 yards. So big play there from the 7-yard line. That'll put the icing on this one, 34-14.
And honestly, this game feels like it's been a lot closer than what the scoreboard says it is tonight.
Here's the extra point is up, and it's right down the middle. 35-14.
Would you agree with that?
High. What?
Would you agree with that?
Agree with what?
The score's been a lot closer, or the game feels a lot closer than the score tells.
I didn't hear you. I heard the band playing. It came in through the crowd mic. 35-14. 1:09 left in the ball game. That's just a feel-good set of points there for the Bearcats. They've earned it tonight. They played well in the second half and been able to come away with a win. It hasn't been all that clean, but here and there we've seen the defense play really well. The offense has played well in spurts. This team still isn't playing as good as it can. No. A lot of mental mistakes, but just think about how good if this team can be if they're clicking on all cylinders.
And if you clean up the mental mistakes tonight, I believe this score will be a lot worse than what it actually is. The personal fouls, the holdings, the false starts, pass interferences, big things for us tonight. If we clean those up next week going into Tennessee High, we're going to be a strong team to watch going into later weeks.
It's going to be a fun matchup next week.
Something else to think about. Dave McDowell's been pretty quiet on Twitter since the half of that 28-3 there.
David Dow of ESPN Tri-Cities, the play-by-play voice of the Vikings, one of our buddies. Better not say that too much on here on Virginia High Radio, but they help out with baseball season with Bristol, so I had to give them a little plug. Here's the kick, fielded at the 5-yard line. On the return is Poe, and he gets up to the 29-yard line, first down battle. 1 minute to go. They trail 35-14. Look to put the icing on the cake. Battle might try to pick up a few. They might come out and kneel it. You never know. We'll see what Britt Stone calls if Scarborough gets the call from the head coach. So, again, next week.
Just hang his head down there a little bit after that last score.
We'll talk about Coach Chris. That's now 3 straight years he's going to start 2-0, going into this Virginia High game. Going to try to knock them off next week. Virginia High struggling, or Tennessee High struggling so far this season, but they've played some good opponents. Played Knox Central there early to open the year in the Stone Castle. 1 minute to go. Scarborough rolls to the left, looking deep, throws a tight spiral down the field, incomplete, just underneath the intended receiver Poole. Had a perfect spiral on that, and we've seen tonight that Scarborough, he's dangerous, and we got to worry about him next year in his senior season with Battle. It's hard to tell how much he's going to improve, and, he doesn't have much room. He could improve a little bit maybe on the passing here and there, but running, he's a good runner.
I swear, if they could get another option to help him out on that outside run there, that option would be absolutely mean next year.
Of course, they've got all season to iron out the offense. Coach Stone does, just week 2, but this is a Battle team that's going to make some noise. I would almost be shocked if this team doesn't make the playoffs with what they have left.
And, the fans tonight didn't have a lot to cheer about after the third quarter, but I feel like they're really going to have a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks here.
Flag on the play. It looks like a
delay of
game on the Trojans. 54 seconds to go as we try to waste this game away. Next week, Tennessee High for Virginia High at Gene Malcolm Stadium in Bristol. So come on out to Euclid Avenue and we'll get the party going. Kick off at 7 o'clock against Tennessee High.
Feels like we've been there a lot this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've been there all summer with Bristol Pirates. We're not going to have to walk as far. Go up a couple more flights of stairs. We'll have our own little booth up there, and we'll be able to hopefully call a win. Here's a snap, 53 seconds. Scarborough with a pitch on the option. He's blasted there. That was Poole again. Good hit coming out of the secondary. Bazell getting tied up there with
looks like we got a personal
somebody
foul
over on the sidelines. It looked like was talking with Bazell. Over on the sidelines, he was kind of jawing on his way back to the field. I don't know what happened. But
Bazell yawns.
Giving a thumbs up over to the Battle side. Virginia High you just want to get out of this thing without any kind of incidents. This has been a chippy ball game, a lot chippier than I thought it'd be. They'll call a personal foul on Battle. I don't know if it was on a player on the field or somebody on the sidelines.
I don't know. It looks like he's talking to the coach there, like it's some incident on the sidelines.
Yeah, I feel like it happened over here with somebody that wasn't involved on the play, so that's a big foul. Big penalty.
Bad part about that is it's probably someone who hasn't had any sort of impact on the game, and that's the worst part about it, you know?
I'm sure they'll pay for it this week in practice. Probably won't be a fun week.
You're on the hill for a reason.
Yeah. Might be running on the hill a little bit. 44 seconds as the clock goes back to running. Here's a snap inside, and they're going to fake the handoff, and he's brought down, and that's 55 on the stop. Barlow wreaking havoc in the backfield yet again. Josh Barlow, the senior, 6'3", 198 pounds, was in the backfield. Loss on the play. Lost about 5. Lost 4. It's 4th down and 29. Battle's just going to let the clock roll, and Virginia High is going to leave Battle Hill 2-0 on the year. Battle falls to 0-2. As the clock's about to hit 0, Virginia High can relish this one. They're shaking hands over there with the Battle offense. Big win. Big game coming up next week. 35-14. Big win here for Virginia High. Let's take a quick commercial break. A big win here against a Bristol team, a cross-city team, over the John Battle Trojans. And it's a good football team in John Battle. It's going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, and you definitely cannot sleep on Lane Scarborough coming up next year. It's hard to believe he's only a junior in high school this year with his ability.
So 2-0 for the 3rd year straight for the Bearcats. A date with Virginia High coming up next week. Let's go to a quick commercial break. The post-game show coming up next on Bearcat Radio.
Listen to Virginia High School football on your computer or mobile device at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Hi, I'm Dustin Lynch. You don't have to listen to country music to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you just can't control, like your girlfriend running out on you with your best friend. But there's some drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you and start moving towards a brighter future and even your college degree.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School athletics.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back as have a final score here at John Battle. 35-14, big win for the Virginia High Bearcats as they move to 2-0 for the 3rd straight year. Dylan Hutton with Mark Harr as we bring you the Bearcat post-game show on Bearcat Radio. Time for the game recap. A lot we could recap in this one. A wild first half. Opening touchdown of the game scored by Virginia High. Lathrop, 21-yard touchdown run. Then Battle would answer right after that with a 4-yard touchdown pass to Poole from Scarborough. Virginia High would score the last 14 points of the half. The first one, a touchdown run from Rose, 5 yards. Then Adkins would score after a blocked punt with 17 seconds on the clock. They would punch it in as Alex Adkins made it 14-7 going into the half. Battle would score right after forcing a 3-and-out on the opening on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They would drive down and score. A 44-yard touchdown pass to Poole, who had an active night at wide receiver. Jarrett Poole, the 11th grader from Battle. But that was all that Battle could do. Third quarter, Howard scores on a 7-yard touchdown run. Then we see him score again in the fourth.